I think there's a difference between being cheap and just making perhaps an unpopular evaluation. I think with Trey Hendrickson, and you can tell me if you think I'm wrong, I don't believe the Bengals are being cheap. My guess is if Trey Hendrickson were 27 years old, coming off a 17.5 sack season, they would be begging him to sign long term and would be willing to make him the highest paid player at his position. But he's not 27 years old. And so what they are doing is they are assessing Trey Hendrickson not in 2024, but they're making an assessment of him and the sort of player he's going to be in 2026, during which he's going to turn 32 years old, or 2027. During that season, he'll turn 33 years old, or maybe even 2028. During that season, follow along, he's going to turn 34 years old. Their evaluation, which may be proven to be incorrect, may be proven to be correct, is they think his best seasons are behind him. And by the way, those are really good seasons. It's really, really hard to have not just the last 2 years, but the last 4 years that Trey Hendrickson has had. There's a very good chance every athlete has a career best year. There's a very good chance that even if he plays another 10 seasons, that 2024 is going to prove to be Trey Hendrickson's best year. So it's an evaluation. Their evaluation is, if we're going to be paying him $32 million in his age 33 or age 34 season, that's not a great investment. If we're going to be paying him more, we should expect more production. Chances are we're not going to get more production. We're going to be getting less. And so at the price, at the dollar amount that Trey Hendrickson and his agent want, that doesn't make a lot of sense to us. It's an evaluation. It's not being cheap. Like, I would like to think all of us, and maybe more so in today's climate, all of us, when we make financial decisions, it's not so much about the sheer amount of money that you're looking to spend or invest or save or whatever. It's about what you're getting for that money, right? You're making an evaluation of the worth of the investment or whatever it is you're buying or whatever it is you're supposed to be getting with your money. That's all it is. It's not being cheap. But with Trey Hendrickson, and again, you may disagree with the evaluation. You may look at Trey and go, this is a guy who takes his craft seriously. If they build the right pieces around him, you could still get a lot out of him, and it's worth the amount of money that you would be paying if they paid what Trey wants. And by the way, I don't think anybody has ever said the Bengals don't want Trey Hendrickson here long term. You know, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, the whole, Katie Blackburn's point about, well, he's going to have to be happy. Like, I think that's, hey, we've offered him X, he wants Y. If he wants to stay here and sign, he's going to have to be happy with X. I don't think that's a bad, I don't think it's a bad take. I don't think it's a bad place to be. I don't think it's an incorrect perspective. And I certainly don't think it's the Bengals being cheap. Being cheap is just not being willing to spend anything. I don't think it's frugality. I don't think it's cheap. I don't think it's being tight with a penny. I think it's, dude's going to be 31 at the end of this season. He's already under contract. We think his best years are behind him. We don't want to pay him top-end money if we're not going to be getting top-end production. Trey Hendrickson, the beauty of sports is, whether it's in a Bengals uniform or somewhere else, he's going to have an opportunity to prove that evaluation wrong, which Jesse Bates has done, which Andrew Whitworth did. But I think the Bengals have, and you can criticize them for a lot of things, a good track record when it comes to paying their absolute best guys in their prime. I think the Bengals view Trey Hendrickson's prime as closing down pretty soon. Again, maybe time will tell they got that evaluation wrong, but it's not being cheap. There's a difference between being cheap and making a financial decision based on your evaluation.